Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to week 11. Week 11 is really cool because we get to talk about career communication. How do we communicate in the professional world? This includes, of course, the business writing process. How to write emails effectively is one consideration. How to interview for a job effectively. How to communicate in a way on a professional level that people understand. Just something that's really simple from the perspective of going from APA writing to this, but there's some changes, right? You don't want to provide too much detail in professional communication, and sometimes you have to be concise and deliver your information in a very, very prompt manner. So I like this chapter, chapter 13. It's really interesting, so make sure you read that, chapter 13, the business writing process. I also included, there's of course chapter 13, that lecture. There's an additional lecture about interviewing for a job. I like this lecture. It's something that I had uh, listed a long time ago from a radiology course. It's not something that's required for you to look at, but it's something that I think that's interesting that you might get a lot out of. So be sure to take a look at that if you get time. I like the I like the TED Talk as well that I found a while back. It was of course recorded back in 2019, but it's how to write an email. So from the perspective of how to write an email, she goes over, Miss Turk goes over different aspects of what bosses look for in emails, depending on, of course, where you're working and what type of career you're going into. I have listed some interviewing techniques which I've found over time, so be sure to take a look at that. And then the science of business writing from the Harvard Business Review, HBR. Also something interesting. I also have another cool link here about finding a job and keeping it. Some information about how to find jobs, of course, in the professional setting. So USA Jobs is one of the listings on there. Of course, that's government jobs, but that's just one example. And then you, of course, have your Chapter 13 PowerPoint slides. The only thing due this week, of course, because you can't see anything else, is your discussion board, career communication and business writing. So make sure your initial post is due Wednesday, right? I'm going to check the date. Always got to do that to stay ahead. Check the date here. Wednesday is the 21st. Make sure your uh, initial post is posted by the 21st and your reply by the 25th. Also want to take a look at something really quickly and I'll get right back. 11 now, as we transition on, we have week 12, week 13, and week 14. Week 14 is going to be our final exam prep. In that week, you're going to have some great information about your final exam from the perspective of what to study. So if you're going to have questions about your final exam, we will have a week to prepare. So that is coming up in the next few weeks. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Keep up the great work. You guys are doing a fantastic job. And again, I'm always here to help in any way I can. Thanks so much.